Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Matt Beitcher. Let's take a look at your current conditions right now in Westchester. It's beautiful right now. Southern winds showing us some humidity, unfortunately, so the only problem when you step out today is that muggy feeling. No one really likes that muggy feeling. Satellite and radar showing us some high cirrus clouds, but other than that, some beautiful skies this morning. If you look out to your west, you do see this line of showers, those high cirrus clouds. That's what that predicts. That will sweep through our area tonight into tomorrow, and then most of the day tomorrow. That's when we'll experience that. But we'll stay at bay today. 83 degrees, more humid sun and clouds. Tonight, the showers return, mostly cloudy skies, low of 70. The real risk for severe weather will be tomorrow, a high of 80 degrees. Thunderstorms likely throughout the day. Algae report, trees and grass in moderate levels. That high mold count still exists. It's still bothering us. That weed count is also starting to creep up in low amounts. On the beach report, there are no advisories today. There is a moderate risk for rip currents on southern-facing beaches, so people who go down to LBI or Robert Moses or Jones Beach on Long Island, you do have to be careful of that rip current. Be careful when you swim in the waters. Always swim with a lifeguard. UV index also at 10, which is very high. So if you are even going outside today, if you're going to take a walk or go in a garden or something, be careful. Wear sunscreen if you're going to be out for more than 5 minutes. The water temperature is beautiful, 67 to 71 degrees. So all in all, a nice day to go to the beach for the first half of the day at least. That water temperature is going to keep going up. Water takes a little while to warm up in the summer. For the severe weather outlook, there's a general risk for thunderstorms throughout the entire Northeast. That marginal risk, I think, is a little bit overdone. I don't think we're going to get some straight line wind damage or hail. I think we're going to stay pretty much run-of-the-mill thunderstorms for tomorrow. For the future cast, the rain starts around 8 o'clock. It continues throughout the night, stop right there around 4:30. That's when the thunderstorms roll through our south and eastern neighbors in the Bronx, Manhattan, and Long Island and Connecticut. We're not going to get that round. However, there does seem to be some severe weather move its way through around 12 o'clock tomorrow. Just in time for lunch. If you go out for lunch, you're going to have to bring the umbrella with you. And then when you drive home, you think you're home free? Not really. There's going to be another risk of severe weather rolling through around 5:30, and that will stay around 7 o'clock. Wednesday, looking pretty nice on Futurecast and also pretty nice on the 7-day outlook. 83 degrees will be your high. Still, humidity will linger. The Thursday, however, the winds will shift. Drier air, 84 degrees. That's going to be the winner this week. Friday, 85, the clouds return. 86 on Saturday, looking pretty nice. Sunday, unfortunately, right before your 4th of July weekend, or your 4th of July itself, 81 degrees. A risk for showers, but we're not entirely sure on that, so do stay tuned. Because that could change. We might take those showers out of the forecast depending on what the models say later this week. Monday looking beautiful, 85 or 86 degrees with sunny skies according to early reports. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Matt Beitcher. Let's take a look at your current conditions right now. Temperatures in the mid-70s for most of us. It's a beautiful start to your Monday morning with a wind out of the southwest. That's bringing us the humid, muggy feeling. If you walk outside, you know what I'm talking about. That satellite and radar showing nothing but some high cirrus clouds. They're not going to bother us. This is what's going to bother us. This storm system, which is where the cirrus clouds are coming from, that's going to make its way through our area tonight into tomorrow. But for today, it's going to stay sunny. Some clouds will build later in the day. More humid, a high of 83 degrees. Tonight, as I said, the clouds return as well as the storms, a low of 70, and then that continues into Tuesday with a high of 80 degrees. On the algae report, trees and grass in moderate levels. That mold count still very high. It's still very bad for mold sufferers, unfortunately. The weed count is low. On the beach report, there are no advisories for today. However, if you go down to Robert Moses or LBI, any ocean-facing beach, that is where you're going to see the moderate risk for rip currents. So do be careful if you go down into the waters. The UV index is also very high at a 10. So even if you don't go in the water, you have to be careful and wear the sunscreen. That water temperature, though, makes it very inviting to go into the water. 67 to 71 degrees. That's just going to keep going up until around mid-July, early August, when the temperatures max out around the mid-70s. So it takes a little while for water to heat up just because of its chemical nature, but it will continue to heat up into that bathwater temperature soon. Severe weather outlook, as you can see, there's a general risk for thunderstorms throughout the entire Northeast. That's definitely going to happen. That marginal risk, however, I don't think so. I don't think this is powerful enough for straight line wind damage or hail or, God forbid, tornadoes. I don't think that's going to happen either. We take a look at Futurecast right now. Showers move through around 8:30 tonight, and they continue throughout the night intermittently. That severe weather is going to stay to our south and east, so our southern and eastern neighbors, Connecticut, Long Island, the city, they're going to be the ones that see that storm system. We're going to be pretty nice. Actually, people who are north in Putnam County, they're also going to see some severe weather possibly. Then we see a severe line of showers move through our area around lunchtime, so if you go out and try to escape the work day a little bit. Unfortunately, you're going to have to bring the umbrella. And then for Tuesday evening, just in time for our commute, more showers. That will be the last of it, however, as they move out for Wednesday morning. And then we take a look at the 7-day outlook. Temperatures will continue to increase steadily until Saturday. Thursday going to be the best of the week, actually, with dry air and a high of 84. Sunday, the temperature drops a little bit. Unfortunately, we do see the risk for showers in the models, but some of the models are saying that it will swing to our south, so you have to be careful with that. We're going to verify that later in the week, so do stay tuned. And then for your Monday, for your Independence Day, it's going to look beautiful. Temperatures in the mid-80s, sunny skies, so do not cancel those plans for your 4th of July. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Matt Beitcher. Let's take a look at your current conditions right now in Westchester. Beautiful start to your morning. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s with a wind from the south, a breeze from the south, really, not really a wind, but that southerly breeze is bringing with it humidity, unfortunately, so you feel muggy when you walk outside. That's not really what you want to feel, but other than that, it's a pretty nice day. Satellite and radar showing us nothing but high cirrus clouds in the immediate area. That line of showers, however, will be bothersome throughout the rest of tonight into tomorrow. But for today, sun and clouds, a nice day to go to the beach for the first half of it, at least 83 degrees. Tonight, the showers return, 70 degrees, and those showers move into Tuesday with a high of 80 degrees. On the allergy report, the trees and grass in moderate levels. That mold count still high, unfortunately. The weeds are low, so do be careful if you're an allergy sufferer today. The beach report, there are no advisories on the Sound or the river or the ocean today. That moderate risk for rip currents, however, is very dangerous. Do be careful if you do go out into the ocean-facing beaches like LBI, Robert Moses, Jones Beach. Do be careful. The UV index is at 10 also, which is very high, so do wear sunscreen if you're going to go out today. That water temperature, though, very inviting to go to the beach today. 67 degrees to 71 degrees, and it's only going to get warmer from there. Water takes a little while to warm up in the summer. Severe weather outlook, that general risk of thunderstorms is going to make its way through the entire northeastern, or actually the entire eastern seaboard. That marginal risk, that spine of green that we see running its way from North Carolina all the way up to Canada, I don't think that's going to affect our area that much. The storms will break up as they approach the cooler water of the Atlantic Ocean, so I don't think we're going to get that marginal risk for severe weather, the straight line winds, the hail. That's going to stay to our west for the most part tomorrow. On Futurecast, the storms move through around 8 o'clock, 8:30. They continue throughout the night intermittently around 4 or 4:30. That's when this spine of severe weather will stay to our south and east and also to our north, actually. The model is predicting a little bit of severe weather, possibly a rumble for your wake-up tomorrow. A line of showers move through around lunchtime, so you do have to be careful if you're going to try to escape the workday tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, as we're leaving work around 5:30, 6 o'clock, the storms move through once more, and that will be the last kick from this system at least. Temperatures will start to warm up. The air will dry out. 83 degrees for Wednesday, 84 for Thursday. That's your winter. Temperatures will be pretty warm, pretty comfortable, and the humidity will drop. Friday, the clouds return, high of 85. Saturday, looking pretty nice, a high of 86. For Sunday, right before Independence Day, unfortunately, some showers are forecast with a high of 81 degrees. But that might change. We do actually have some discrepancies in the models, so if it does change, do stay tuned, because that'll be a pretty nice way to start or to end your weekend. And then for Monday, Independence Day, don't cancel those plans. Looking pretty nice. Highs in the mid-80s with sunny skies.